Happy New Year, everyone. We are officially in 2021, and I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at 2020 and think about what sneakers I wore the most. I'd also love to know what sneakers you guys wore the most as well, so feel free to leave those in the comments down below so we can chat down there. But in this video, I've outlined my top 5 sneakers that I've worn the most, as well as have one honorable mention that I threw in at the end. I'll explain that towards the end of the video there, but some really good shoes, some sneakers that I love, I have worn a lot across the year that I wanted to share with you guys. They're not all sneakers that came out in 2020. Some came out previously, but they're all the sneakers that I just wore the most out of the year. So let me know what you guys wore. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's start checking it out. So getting it started here, this was a sneaker I wore a ton at the beginning of the year. This is the Jordan 4 Bread. This is easily one of my favorite sneakers in my entire collection. I just love how it looks, and you guys can see this thing is pretty beat up. I just wear it a lot. I've worn it ever since I got it back in 2019. This is that retro. You can see it's really worn in. It's really got some scuffs and pretty beat up, but this is a shoe I can just throw on at any point, and it works with a lot of stuff. You just really can't go wrong with this colorway. This, I think, was the number 5 shoe that I wore the most. We're going to continue down to get to the number 1 spot throughout the video, but I just love this shoe, and it's definitely a classic. Coming in at the number 4 spot is the Bread Toe Jordan 1. This was actually a more recent pickup that I got towards the end of the year. I actually got it on my birthday in November when me and my brother went shopping over at Cam's Kicks. That was an awesome spot too, so if you're in the market for some new shoes, be sure to check out his page. But my brother actually got me this pair as a present for my birthday, so I was so thankful and have been wearing these things ever since. I had them when they originally dropped back in 2018, but did sell them, and now I'm so happy to have them back. Definitely going to wear these all throughout 2021. For the number 3 spot is easily one of my favorite pickups of the entire year. I think this shoe just looks so good. It's the Air Jordan 1 Mocha. This came out on Halloween this year, October 31st, and this was a shoe that I feel like everyone was going after. It definitely does resemble the Travis Scott Jordan 1, but I think this colorway just looks so good in this moment. I've been wearing this thing all the time ever since it dropped, so it was another late addition in the year, but I was looking forward to this shoe for so long. Picked it up and immediately just started beating this thing up. I love these shoes, and they're going to get a ton of wear in 2021. Coming in at the number 2 spot is a shoe I probably have to retire soon, in all honesty, but this is the Shadow Jordan 1, another 2018 release that I have just worn so much since getting it and wore a ton at the beginning of the year. I always felt like this was just such a wearable shoe. It's a shoe that I just really liked, and you guys can see it's really beat up. So it's a sneaker I just put a lot of miles into, and maybe I'm going to stop wearing so much into 2021. Maybe I'll rotate to another shoe, but I just think it's a classic. It's a shoe I really like and definitely got a lot of wear in 2020. And finally, as my most worn shoe of 2020, this may come as a surprise to some of you guys. Definitely let me know in the comments down below, but this was a sneaker that's just such a classic, such an easy shoe to wear. If this shoe didn't come out or I didn't get my hands on it, it might just be a regular pair of all-white Air Force Ones, but I love the little hit of Supreme on the back heel. It just adds a little pop to it, and it's a nice shoe. Obviously, White Forces can go with so much stuff, and you can see from how these shoes are, I beat these things up. I don't even care anymore. I love wearing them, and I'm just going to continue to beat them up into 2021. Just a super wearable shoe, and a shoe I really liked a lot that definitely got the top spot for 2020. But lastly here, I do have one honorable mention that I wanted to include. It's the Kobe 6 Grinch that just released at the end of December here. I wanted to include this on the list because this is a shoe I feel like I would have worn a ton if it came out earlier in the year. But since it was such a late drop, I obviously didn't have that much time to wear it. But I think this is a shoe I'm going to wear a ton moving into 2021. Now that we've taken a look at my list, I'd love to know what you guys are wearing. So leave those comments down below and let me know. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys again real soon on the next video.